Things you face in life, man. Unbelievable stuff, Chef. So I had one partner, I think right before COVID or 2021, actually, a year after COVID. There's a partner in one of my businesses, right? But for 1 month, something was off. Okay, so I felt something is off. And that's why I'm so cutthroat now, because life makes you cutthroat, right? At the time, like, man, no, inshallah khair, whatever, maybe it's good. I'm just thinking too much, maybe whatever. But in that 1 month, he was working on totally like staging a coup in the company. Seriously, bro. Like he was like converting a lot of people to his mindset, and his whole pitch was, man, Sam doesn't care about us anymore. We helped him become, yes, yeah, completely lobbying. Sam doesn't care. He's too big for us now. And we're the ones who made him big. Now he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. He doesn't have time for us. He's in 7-figure, this, that. What did we get? He got all this. What did we get? That was his pitch. And for 1 month, he was lobbying people. And he's my partner, bro, like partner, one of the companies. Then he literally one morning I wake up, think about it. In our Telegram group, he texts, like nothing to me in the Telegram group with all these people. He texts that he's leaving, opening his own company. And while like it's timed, he does that. He announces on Facebook also the same time. The whole community sees. And I don't know. I find out from Facebook. Then I see until my wife texts me like, where are you? Get off the meeting right away. Look what he has posted on Facebook. I said, I'm in the middle of a meeting, bro. Completely in a different zone, trying to make things happen. I see that. This is how I find out. What now? And then he actually took 10 people. He thought he's going to take like hundreds. He took 10 people, opened up his company. Fast forward 2 weeks ago, he sent a long apology text to me, subhanAllah, bro. And I tell him, bro, I was very mad at you for like 8 to 9 months after that happened. And I was close to making dua against you, which I have never done it, for anyone. But I was going to do it in the first 8. I was really contemplating, like really to make a dua. I have never done that for anyone in my life. But then I ended up not doing it because I thought about your kids, family, and whatnot. Not that Allah's going to listen to me right away, but I don't want to just make the dua, right? After 8, 9 months, I was like, man, it happened for good, because maybe we're not in the same wavelengths. I actually forgot about it, yeah. But now I send a long apology letter. And again, not judging brother's intention, but it's exactly 3 years. And he opened up his own office, and his lease expires in the office, and he doesn't have money to renew the lease. So his 10 people he's stuck with, and he's thinking of coming back with his 10 people. But this is where you have to like draw the line. And once I understood that vibe, I'm like, Sheikh, I can help you with, I can talk to the landlord and ask him if he can give you free 6 months, but that's all I can do, Yeah, bro. So these are the things when that happened. I wish I was in a mastermind group like this, where you could actually like raw discuss, like, bro, this guy just pulled this old partner, bro. And after that, imagine the embarrassment, humility.
Trust issue.
Of course, that gives you serious trust issues. And imagine the embarrassment also you feel, forget everyone else, to your family, bro. Your wife thinks, what kind of dumb man did I marry? Like, he doesn't even know his partner. Like, all these thoughts come to you. Like, how, like, I'm in bed with this brother in business and I don't know him. Like, what does it show of my character of, when it comes to judgment?
Hindsight, when you look back,
Yeah.
were there any, like, telltale signs that potentially something could happen when you look back in your mind?
Yes. So, number one, bro, I was not in the office. Like I was traveling a lot, like I travel now. So one thing I have learned, when you run a tight business like that, especially an agency business, you need a complete duplicate of you there. And my partner was not that. He was getting his own interests involved there, right? And second telltale sign was in any business meetings and whatnot, when somebody does not give you any pushback, that means they're planning something. They don't care. Yeah, do you understand? It's the other way around. So, yeah. Exactly, man. Same concept, bro. And that was happening for 2-3 months. I kind of found it odd. I found it odd, but I wasn't thinking that extreme, man. Yeah, I wasn't thinking that extreme. So that was a big, actually, now that I look back, he completely stopped being critical. Yeah, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. It was just like that attitude. Yeah, so that was I should have picked up on that. Alhamdulillah, man, those things make you, seriously, those things make you. And without those experiences.
As in the business, what was his gripe? Is it like, it's not like he's not making money with you. What's his
So, I think it is, but if you look at it from business sense, bro, when there's two partners, let's say equal partners in a business, it has to be one is visionary and one is the integrator. Okay. Now, if one is visionary and the other wants that seat, but they're actually not a visionary, again, goes to lazy ambitious. They want the spotlight. They want to be the visionary. They want people like, oh, Sam Amin, like also call his name, like this is the guy. Like, and exactly, bro. Exactly. You have to Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, and you have to be comfortable with it. Charlie Munger is probably smarter than Warren Buffett, but not a lot of people, like he just passed away, 90 years old guy, and they're a partner for 50 or 60 years, bro. Like unbreakable partnership. Not a lot of people know Charlie Munger, like a $50 billion worth guy, because Warren Buffett overshadowed him so much, and you just have to be comfortable with it. You're the integrator, and people say he was the main man moving a lot of the pieces. Yeah, so you just have to be comfortable in your role, and it has to be clearly visionary and integrator. When integrator wants to be the visionary, and it comes from hasad, ultimately jealousy and whatnot, not getting the spotlight. Like, and sometimes our people too, bro, sometimes I feel awkward, and that's why we have to know how to play the game. Like, let's say I introduce someone as my partner, business partner, I go to an event, like we should both get the same attention, at least from people that are savvy in the business. Otherwise, you create that. So it was happening, bro. Like, let's say we're making an entry somewhere. Oh, Sam, bro, that guy's just waiting here. Okay, like, okay, somebody come and shake hand with me. Yeah. Similar, man. And this is where understanding the game is so important, man. Envy is real to the next level, man. So the 10 guys that he took with him, so he took 9 with him right away. You know how the 10th guy left, bro? That guy have helped him personally so much and whatnot. So he was undecided if he should leave with that guy or stay with me, right? But then, Hassan got the better of him too. And he's like, yeah, what did I get after what now? Bro, I gave him brand new furnitures, private office and whatnot. Overnight. He cleared everything up and left overnight. Like he had access to the office overnight. 1 a.m. he showed up. By 4 a.m. he took everything and left with an empty office. We come the next day, the office is empty. He doesn't leave any notes and whatnot. Then announces on Instagram that he's with this new company now. That's how he leaves after 7 years of mentoring and whatnot, helping. So what it does, bro, sometimes, and this is where my biggest conflict is right now. Do you become Don Corleone from Godfather, or is it you? You're like, yeah, Habib, whatever, Muslim brother. Like, what do you do, man? Because at that time, my instinct was, bro, I'm going to make some calls in the industry. Like, this guy's going to be destroyed. Then I'm like, I'm a Muslim. He's a Muslim. Should I do that? And I still face those conflicts. Is it actual war and everything is fair in war now? Or is it not a war? It's just business. I don't know what it is sometimes. Because you're so in the game. You're in the game. That's your war. That's your jihad. You're doing everything, bro. You're playing it. It's like a battlefield. In battlefield, if somebody, what's the word, bro? Somebody defects, right? Defects. What do you do with that guy? We all know what do you do with that guy, right? So in business, you have to do what you can do in business to do that, right? Yeah. But can you do that? I don't know. So sometimes I because alhamdulillah, power is also a test, right? Sometimes Allah gives you so much power in your industry, in your field, you can actually damage someone, which I have never done. But sometimes you're like, bro, maybe it needs to be done. Yeah. And you're always facing these. So alhamdulillah, man, these are the funs and challenges of life.
So how do you, what measures do you have in place now?
Yeah, so now I'm ruthless to the 10x level, bro. Seriously. Orientation is, hey, you don't get sit at the table. You don't get a sit at the table. You don't get a sit at the table. You don't deserve it. None of you deserve it because you have not done XYZ. Once you have done XYZ, you get a seat at the table where you get to give your opinion. Our organization is not a democracy. We don't run a democracy here. Not everybody gets to give an opinion. Did you make calls for last 30 days? 500 calls each day? How many conversions? Once you have done that, okay, then give me a suggestion. Hey, we need to change the software. Otherwise, I don't want to hear you. So now I'm since 2021, I'm just like that, bro. And it made my life so easy. And of course, a lot of people hate me, but they leave me. So they don't do any coup from inside. You don't like that approach? Get the hell out, bro. I don't care. I don't have to care about your feelings anymore. before I was like, I'm still the same man, but before I was like, let's say somebody's giving me an opinion. It's his third day in the company. And bro, I'm wasting my 10 minutes to listen to this guy. and just because I don't want to be rude. And I'm thinking in my head, what am I doing here? I'm sweating. My ears are getting red. Like, people who know me, like, bro, I want to be out from this conversation, but I just don't want to exit and hurt, like, break his heart, you know? Now, in the group setting, I'm just letting you know the way it is, you know? And then another brother, close brother, he was asking me in the business, and he has a small equity in the company. He was asking, bro, you know, now you have that impression of people saying, man, look, the people that have started with him, mashallah, everybody's making now good money that have started with him. $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year. But there's some people saying, but look at Sam. Like, he's not even in your guys' league. So do you understand what people try to do? Like, okay, you guys are making money, 300, 400, 500K, but he's in the millions now. Comparison is, and then you guys all started together. So he took advantage of you guys that you did not realize, blah, blah, blah.
He's a Muslim, yes?
Yeah, always, bro. Muslim, Bengalis, like, always gonna be like your inner tribe, you know, that you thought is your tribe. So, and he was telling me, bro, I love you so much. When I hear that, I just want to beat these people up. Like, bro, you know, and he's one of those true believers, right? So I tell him, man, don't feel bad. And then I tell him, like, everyone that says that, and let's say they're not with me anymore, I took names of every single person. I told them, like, why they're not with me and why I don't care and why they don't deserve it. One guy wakes up at 9 a.m., you know? Bro, you wake up at 9 a.m. and you expect to, like, just because you were with me since 2014, I'm going to give you something? Bro, no. I wake up at 4 a.m. At least you wake up at 6. 9 a.m., it's not acceptable. So you cannot be like, hey, I still make money. No, it's just like our values and principles are not the same. I cannot have you as my business partner in something, you know, because my calls are at 7 a.m. I'm talking in London. You cannot show up in that call, right? Because you're sleepy. So it's just a small example, but a lot of things, like, now I'm very judgmental based on their output. Really, bro, because output is what I can measure you by. I don't care about your inputs. Some guys get lucky, one call, they get the sale. I don't care if it's one call. They got the sale. Okay, if it takes you 500, you got to make the 500 calls. And I tell them, I'm one of those guys, always took me 500 calls. Okay, so I am off the grind. I like the grind. Okay, if somebody gets lucky with one call, okay, it's his lucky day. What are you going to do? Okay, but we can only judge through output. And that's where you have to, you know, where's Dr. Maza? I was going to talk to him. That's why you have to set, like, clear outputs. And I was in the same boat as him when he was talking to me about his employee situation and whatnot. That sometimes you just feel this affection towards people. You don't want to let them go, but they actually destroy more than anything else, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah,
You have to be more cutthroat, and unfortunately, when you don't have any other options, you're pushed to do it. You have to do it, bro.
When you've been cutthroat, one disclaimer though, your principle has to stay the same. Like, you have to define your non-negotiables and principles, and you just have to stick to it. That's what we mean by cutthroat, right? So now sometimes we change our like goalposts. Sometimes it's here, sometimes we move it there. Then they're not going to trust you. Like, oh, he told me to shoot it this way. The goalpost I saw, then he just moved it that way, and I couldn't score a goal. Then they're not going to trust you, right? So you keep your goalposts the same, principles the same, and you become cutthroat. Like, if they don't align with that principle, like, right away, let them know. But the principle has to be defined. Like, what are your non-negotiables? What are you doing here? Yeah. And with everything, bro, I think we need inner circle. It's very important. People you could come in, and those have to be, I think, should be outside your company, should be outside of what you're doing from other fields. You cannot have inner circle. Doesn't work out if you have from your company, your wife, because there's going to be bias. Yeah, your wife's going to always say you're right. And your other partners are going to always say you're wrong. So, like, you're not getting, it's always biased, bro. You need people completely from outside, like board of advisors, which another thing I have implemented. When you ask me, what do you have implemented, bro? I implemented just last year. I was late. I got a board of advisor from people from different walks of life, bro. Yeah, like like completely like a showdown, bro. One guy runs his own medical practice. One guy is a senior advisor. Like, he reports to Elon Musk for SpaceX every 2 weeks. He's a Quran Hafiz, bro, mashallah. He reports directly to Elon Musk once every 2 weeks. So he's in my board. So I got high caliber people like that, and they call me out, man. They're the ones, because nobody's holding you accountable. And you think you know it all. So you definitely need a board of advisor. And there's specific reports you report them on. You set your goals and then you report them on it, how you're doing. And when you're not making it, they'll ask you questions, like kind of like the business incubation we did yesterday. But these are on KPRs. Like these are the things I wanted to achieve. This is what I am at. And they're going to rip you apart, man. And these are high caliber, man, trustable brothers. This is what PBD, Patrick Bet David, does too. So this is another guy. I know I spoke to you briefly about him. Like, we should not follow, bro, but he's really smart, man. Yeah, same here, bro. He's so smart, man, bro. And his whole Christian ideology, like the way he's pushing it, I think that's the smart way to do it. And he's gonna convert a lot of people when he launches. Bro, he's gonna beat Fox News, CNN News, mark my words, everything. The trajectory he's on, because he understands the business. He's from the capital world. He knows how to raise money. He knows how to structure deals. I'm telling you, bro. And what part of his one of his stream of income is he has consulting firm. So he installs these board of advisors to different companies. Judeo-Christian values. We have raised X amount of capital, so we understand that, it's like all that. And then he's just kind of like what Alex Hormozi does, but he gets in equity in the company. He does it without no equity. You don't have to give me no equity, just fees, consulting fees, but we become your board of advisors. We meet every month and we actually advise you.